Hello guys, my name's JackRace11 and welcome back to SCP Craft mod review. So yeah, a couple of things have been going on. I don't barely check my channel nowadays, but I guess I should take a note that I probably should check it once in a great while. I recently checked it today, and it looks pretty good. Decent at least. Yeah. So, this next SCP that I'm going to be looking at is a English, Jack. Jeez. This next SCP here is a very interesting SCP because it also has its own game too. I've noticed. It's quite of a difficult SCP. By difficult, I mean literally impossible, because once you enter its chamber, you're not gonna live. Now, there's a glitch right now, which you have to be in a very tall world in order to spawn him, otherwise he falls through the world. And every one of the chunks that were supposed to spawn, really, also falls through the world, so, yeah, I have that covered. I already made another clip for it. I knew this would happen, so I made this little clip here. Yeah, so this SCP here is quite interesting, actually. Here's something about it. It's dark down there, I can tell you that, even though there's redstone torches going along down it, but yet that doesn't stay. Because the guy does break everything in his path. Any torches, at least. He breaks torches. I don't know about glowstone, though. I don't know if he breaks glowstone. Oh, yeah, you just saw that. He broke a torch. Because he's a dick. Monsters can spawn down here. He isn't hostile towards them. He's only hostile towards the player. And he can one-shot you. Like, I tried jumping down, and he killed me before I hit the floor. Yeah. He's quite interesting. He's fast, he's ghost-like, and those cups of glowstone makes a very good, like, machinima for this, if you wanted to make something like that. So yeah. The next SCP we're going to be looking at is called Electric Sheep. I know a bit about the electric sheep. If you bump into them, and you can get the shock effect, and actually it's kind of cool because true, it hurts you once you get it, but you can kind of fly around like look, I'm flying without even pressing spacebar. It's kind of cool, but it is annoying, and they will attack you if you try to shear them. I think, at least the last time I heard. I never tried it, but I know this for a fact. If you shear them, you get the same effect, but yet you can also get electric wool out of it. And I'm gonna keep toying around with the electric wool because, well, the last time I tried to use it, which, like, was the first episode, I think, unless if I didn't make that yet. Did I make that? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look for that. It didn't work. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and practice around with that, mess around with that, see what happens, see what works. Anyways, this next SCP here is, well, a tree. I wanna be a tree. I'm sorry. It's strange because there isn't a door in front of it, and I find that weird, but, yeah, this tree is also really strong. It's actually like, breaking obsidian with your hands. It's like breaking stone. And, he gives you tools, like special tools, and also it hurts you, which I found that like a cool effect to it, because it works like a cactus, yet it's a tree. Anyways, I'm sorry if I'm doing that a lot, I'm just trying to think. Don't do it again, asshole! Okay. This next one here is, oh my god, I'm horrible at this. Great commentating, Jack. Fuck me. This, guy is named, Best Sentence Ever? Yes, his name is Best Sentence Ever. Okay, this guy's name, is Chains. And he technically, you can hurt him, but it hurts you instead. Like, I can sit there whacking him with that sword that kills everything as long as I like, and he won't die. The only way, also, he hurts you if you run into him. Like, smack dead in his face, he hurts you. You can go onto the, like, SCP Wiki forums or whatever, and look on what this guy does, and what type of facility, what type of cage you have to be in, and all that jazz. It's really cool, some of these SCPs. So, yeah, this next SCP right here is called, the Painting. And it's a really interesting SCP because it's just a painting, but watch what it does if you're in survival. You drown. You start to drown. If you stare at it long enough, it'll say Jack, race, or your name, drown. So, the next SCP here is called the Bloodstone, and I kind of like this one personally because it's really interesting on what it does efficiently. So, this next SCP here is really, really good and cool and awesome. But there are a couple of effects I want to show you here. And, yeah, you're gonna realize what this mother trucker does in the beginning because he's quite horrible. Alright? The first effect is slowness. Yeah, you get all slow in the beginning, like, if you can hear it, it does a bit of a thump, but yet it also adds in its own special effect, which is Scared and Bloodstone, which is technically it makes your screen red, and Scared makes you shake a lot. Really, it's quite awesome what this mod does. The next effects here is Nausea. Nausea, Bloodstone 2, and slowness. Bloodstone 2 makes it a lot more red, and you already know what nausea. Oh my god, that's so horrible. Alright, the next one is just insane because it's blindness, Bloodstone 3, and nausea 3 or 2. I think it stopped with the slowness. Yeah, it did. But then it just gets all crazy here and just goes up to like 71 seconds. The guy goes to 17 at first, but then it just jumps to 71. It's quite insane. Also, at this point, you start dying if you're in survival. Like, if you do die from this, it will say, your name has gone insane. Really, it's a pretty awesome thing how they made these monsters. These SCPs, these creations of hell, actually do all these things, and it's quite amazing of how imagine if you were a modder, imagine how much coding and work that's gonna be, just make your own effects, first of all. So I applaud everybody that made this mod. Come on, everybody just applaud. Whoever's watching this, just anybody that's watching this, applaud towards the people that helped made this mod. Help establish it, help, well, create it. It's pretty epic, if you think about it. This next monster here is called the Living Room. You're already seeing a couple of its basics. It has a chest, 2 chests, both have nothing in it, a chair, a table, flower, and a redstone, and it looks like a circle. There are no circles in Minecraft. Anyways. This next one is called, well, I don't know what it's called because I didn't read it. What it technically does, it just grows and grows and grows and doesn't stop until it hits the edge of the earth. And this next one, they've actually even added their own boss. It's called, the Nightmare Pipe Boss. What is that last word? Health. Okay. Nightmare Pipe Boss Health. That's its name. Best name ever. I want that name. Anyways, if you hit any of the wires or bring in anything that's metal in here, you will get nasty effects. Trust me. It's horrible. And if you kill this guy, he just does this awesome explosion effect, and you get 59 XP and 1 special music disc, and apparently a pipe nightmare. A pipe nightmare thing. There's another music disc in here. It's in the SCP value too. It's called 106. And this music is pretty darn good. It's made by a YouTuber. Just look for SCP-106 song and you can hear it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, and favorite or whatever, yada yada yada. Subscribe for more, and YOLO. Bye!